All right, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the latest installment of The Hook. I'm Trigger from SavingCountryMusic.com. This is my co-host, Silas Lowe, great songwriter. Yeah, give it up for Silas. And we are here to try to discover the next great song and the next great songwriter. We're coming to you live from the beautiful Sagebrush in South Austin, and where you can see some of the greatest honky-tonk bands, some of the greatest two-stepping in the world here. And so what we're going to do is we've had a bunch of songwriters show up. They have signed up, and we got names or numbers corresponding with their names here in this hopper. I'm going to pull them randomly. They're going to come up, and they're going to play a song for us. And so we're not just, this is not just a glorified open mic. We're really looking to try to stimulate a conversation about what makes a great song, what makes a great songwriter, give support to artists in this time when AI and algorithms and so many other things are making it more and more difficult to launch a music career. And that's what we're looking to do. And we're just getting started, but we've already had some really good success. If anybody watched the second episode we ever did, we had Susan Gibson up here, and she performed in that the video. We put it on TikTok. It's already got like 3.5 million views or something like that, 1 million on Instagram. So we've already had a couple of those viral moments because we want to give like the very first opportunities to songwriters, but we also want to launch songwriters. So that's what we're trying to do here. Appreciate everybody being here and everybody watching online. This is not a competition, but we do have some incentives. So if you come up and you play a song and you're really good, we will give you a hook patch, and if you really knock our socks off, you can earn the coveted silver hook patch. And then if you just absolutely go crazy and stun us all, then you can get the coveted gold hook patch. And we had one of those last week. In fact, I think the gold patch winner is here in the audience with us. Yeah, we'll get him up later today. And so I'm going to pick the first number. So number 18. 18, get ready. You're going to be first. And while we get 18 ready, I'm going to announce our special guest. So this young lady, she also happens to be a gold patch winner. She won the gold patch on the very first week we did the Hook here in Austin on May 3rd. But that's not really what she's known for. She's a Texas native, originally from Dallas area, now is based here in Austin. But she's lived all over the place and worked all kinds of different places. Grew up in New England, worked in LA. Incredible singer. Competed on The Voice a few years back, knocked everyone's socks off. And she's released EPs and singles and such. But in the last few years, she's really focused on songwriting, and she's become, somebody that has become really respected in songwriting circles. And she proved that on the Hook stage here. Like so many of the songwriters that we feature here, she's also a really good leader. She's a really good voice about so many of the things that are plaguing songwriters today, whether it's AI or whether it's that you have to be a content creator now. You just can't only worry about writing songs. And she's also had some really good commentary on being a woman in music. It's like this whole idea of you're 23 and you can't launch a career now, which, try to tell that to Caitlin Butts. But there is that stigma out there, and she's really done a lot to challenge that and talk about that in really important ways. But the reason I wanted to have her on, she's got it's her debut full-length album coming out September 3rd. It's called If There's a Heaven. If you're in the sound of my voice right now, go and pre-save it or pre-order it. I can tell you, I've already heard parts of it. It's going to be really good. And if you wonder why, if you're in the sound of my voice, you should do that, wait till you hear her voice. She's going to play her album release show at the White Horse on September 4th here in Austin at 8 p.m. I really feel like this woman is like one of the futures of Texas country music. Would you please welcome to the Hook stage, Katrina Cain.
Thank you. Those are really, really kind words. Oh my gosh. What if this song sucks now?
Well, then we're going to kick you off. We'll find someone else to be our featured guest.
Well, I do have a record coming out, but I kind of wanted to play a song I wrote like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
If that's okay. So
it.
this is like brand new. And it was inspired by, I was out at another friend's show and talking to a friend, and we were drinking, and she was just like telling me everything, you know what I mean? And I was like, I'm very interested in this gossip. And that's kind of where this comes from. So it's not a true story, and I need to say that because it's about murder, but it's what I think could be fun if that gossip got a little bit darker. So
take it away.
Tammy was running her mouth last night. She let the liquor do the talking, and it had a lot to say. Now I'm not one to put up a fight. Yeah, I'm a glutton for some gossip. I'll take it shaken, stirred or straight. I'll repeat it, but you gotta promise not to tell. Yeah, this one is a secret, taking Tammy straight to hell. She said, I saw Dolly digging up the line late at night. Now that ain't right, so what's really going on? I saw JoJo with her, you wouldn't believe, spilling the wine, a good old time like they ain't enemies. Well, I guess they found a good way to patch it, burying the hatchet. Let me tell you how this began. Well, it's the same old stupid story. 2 girls, 1 boy, no good. And men can't multitask worth a damn. So they found out about each other, and they left him like they should. I swear those 2 women belonged in a boxing ring, but now they're out there planting roses, midnight gardening. I saw Dolly digging up the lawn late at night. Now that ain't right, so what's really going on? I saw JoJo with her, you wouldn't believe, spilling the wine, a good old time like they ain't enemies. Well, I guess they found a good way to patch it. I haven't seen him, hope he ain't missing. She said he don't live here no more, and I believe her on Girl Scouts honor. Officer, what kind of girl do you take me for? I saw Dolly digging up the line late at night. Now that ain't right, so what's really going on? I saw JoJo with her, you wouldn't believe, spilling the wine, a good old time like they ain't enemies. Well, I guess they found a real good way to patch it. Yeah, I'm just glad they finally moved past it, burying the hatchet. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, Katrina, Cain. I mean, hey, I'll take a murder ballad any day. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, so the song. What inspired that song if it wasn't an actual murder, like it?
So, how
sort of like a revenge fantasy kind of thing, or?
No, you know what it was is I keep, and I have for years, I'm sure we all do, I keep a log of song title ideas, and I had been doing this. I have something in my phone that's just like a bunch of random ideas, even like full song lyrics, but this one is simply just titles, so I have a different one that's only titles, and I had a title called Burying the Hatchet that I thought I wanted to use, but after I was hanging out with my friend, whose name is Tammy, I wrote down just the phrase, Tammy was running her mouth last night. And so then when I started to write about, like, why would Tammy be running her mouth, it just kind of turned into that. Like, I wrote it sort of just like, this almost never happens in songwriting, really, once you're, like, writing a lot, but I really wrote it sort of, like, from beginning to end. It was, like, just a story.
Yeah.
And I had to, like, search, like, pretty hard for the female names because I wanted them to be really memorable. So we have Tammy, Dolly, and JoJo, which is sort of like Dolly and Jolene actually becoming friends.
Yeah.
Maybe Tammy Wynette's telling the story, I don't know.
There you go. So on this new album you got coming out, you got some really great songs, No Hometown, which I featured on the top 25 playlist on Save and Country Music. And it's really, because I related so much to that song just because I don't feel like I have a hometown. I know you've lived like all over the place. Mm-hmm. And then you've got another song, and it made sense to me why I related to that song. And then your last single is called I Hate July.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy that you put that song out because it's like about like seasonal depression, but in the middle of the summer.
Yeah.
And you have a completely different reason so I'll just put it like this. I related to it very well because I get that same seasonal depression in the middle of the summer. And one of the ways that I have solved it over the years is by just traveling, going out west, and like trying to just battle through it that way and see beautiful places.
Yeah.
But I never knew, like, why did I have this like midsummer depression? And that song, you really go deep into like what you're like, you're getting halfway through the year and you're feeling like unaccomplished and like, what am I doing with my life? Sort of like a mid-year crisis as opposed to a midlife crisis.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's something that's kind of happened to me since I was a kid, and I don't know why, but yeah, it's just this feeling of like I didn't accomplish that thing. I didn't accomplish everything I wanted to. But the issue too is like another year starts over, so you could just make new goals, but you're also getting older, and then that's hard. And then, I'm sure you saw my social media thing about it, but like as women get older, we become more expired in the music industry. So it's really hard to like not think about that.
Yeah, well, but so much of that is like just imposed. I mean, I dare not ask your name, and I don't want to know it, but like to me, Katrina Cain is not old. Like I'm old. I'm old. I got gray hair everywhere. Like so. But it's just I feel like it's such a stigma, but I also feel like it's almost something that can become a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
It's like you hear these people in the industry saying these kinds of things, and it's like, man, what? Anyway, I'll get on a soapbox about it, but just like, what has been your experience? Because you've had all these big kind of successes in some respects, but in other respects, it feels like, as we just saw, you've got an amazing voice, amazing songs, and it also feels like you could be other places. So how do you navigate those waters?
Well, I go to therapy frequently. I don't know. I think like it's all hindsight. I think I wish I would have known now. Like I wish I would have known what I know now back when I was first starting out, and even when I was like a kid, like a teenager, and because I didn't, it's been like just a very slow battle, like a big, learning curve. And I think the way as I've gotten older that like I have sort of been able to stay sane and keep going is just that no matter what, like this is what I want to do. So I guess the success is doing it in the first place. And if I could accomplish the goals and dreams that I have, then I suppose that would be an amazing life, but it's still amazing I just feel privileged to be able to do this, I think is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if I keep that feeling of I feel really lucky and I'm grateful and blessed, and also add to it like, and every day is a learning opportunity, then someday if amazing things come, that's awesome. And if not, I'm still here doing it.
I had this exact conversation with my girlfriend last night.
Really?
Like almost word for word, same exact. It's the process. It's like you just have to be sunk into the process, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry. I think lots of musicians are feeling that way of like, how do we keep persevering in this in the environment?
Yeah.
And anyways.
Well, I also think, I'm so sorry, just one thing on the process, that quote from, who is it, Sam Altman or whatever, about AI, that he's like, musicians don't even like making music. I'm like, I don't know who you talk to. Like, and it almost made me more inspired. Like, it made me feel better about being a musician, because I'm like, this guy's an idiot. He has zero thoughts in his head, I swear. So, like, I'm just going to keep going, because I love the process, and I know, like, everybody else does too. So.
Yeah. What just like... just as like a basic thing, what would you give the advice to a young songwriter out there that's just starting out right now that you've seen that, and like you've taken all this wisdom through your career? What would you tell them right now, considering AI, considering algorithms and all this stuff that you have to battle with? What would you tell them?
Okay, I have two things. I would tell them to be open to feedback with your songwriting. Because I don't think I was when I was younger, and I think that kind of bit me in the ass. Not from everybody, but just, doing something like this, or be able to learn every single day from every person you meet is what I'm saying. And also have confidence to promote at least something about yourself. And what I mean by that is, like, when I was younger, I didn't have that many songs, and I wasn't super proud of what they were. And so I would just not, like, I would go play gigs as, like, corner, under 5 TVs, like, nobody, I specifically wanted no one to look at me. I was like, don't look at me. Like, I'm not going to tell you my name, no signage, no nothing. Like, give me some tips so I can, like, get me an Insta on my car. But, like, that was it. Like, I did not want to promote myself. And I was thinking about this last night. If when I was younger, I had at least been like, I made a tiny semblance of a website and I have one song out. If that's all I did, I would have gotten further faster, I think. But I didn't have the confidence to, because I just thought I was terrible. Yeah. Does that make sense? No,
it makes total sense. Yeah, have confidence in yourself. Believe in your songs. And that's great advice.
I know that didn't speak to the AI part, but...
No. I think it does, because I think, that's what it's going to take is there's so much stuff out there to make you self-doubt, right?
Yeah.
And like to sap your confidence.
Totally.
But here's to carbon-based life forms, man. Like, like, let's take that challenge on. So, well, thanks so much for being here. You want to join us at the panel?
I'd love to.
All right. Give it up to Katrina Cain, folks.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to pull the next number. I'm going to try to get to as many people, folks. Okay, so number 17, you're going to be next. Okay, so let's get number 18 to the stage. All right, number 18. Now we're a little low for you. All right, what's your name, sir?
I'm Scot Byrd. Scot Byrd.
Scott Brewer?
Byrd, B-Y-R-D.
Oh, Scott Byrd, okay.
Byrd. Like awesome. The birds, but
like the bird, okay. Scott Byrd, and what's the song you're going to play for us?
This song is called Burning Daylight, and it's about trying to capture childhood memories in a song. And that's
awesome.
It, yeah.
Take it away when you're ready.
Open my eyes, under technicolor skies I got Vista Cruiser views. Hum of the rolling tires, distant mountain spires, interstate ride so smooth. We're stopping, nobody knows. We're burning daylight. Only thing I know, got to live each moment, even though I'm burning daylight. Kids singing in the backseat, countless songs on repeat. 8-track out for blast. My head pressed against the window, just watching the miles go. How long will this trip last? Round and around we go. Where we're stopped and nobody knows we're burning daylight. Only thing I know, got to keep on going even though we're burning daylight. Now I'm flying over this desert. Somewhere down there, that old wagon once passed. And that young couple in the front seat, moving state to state. So many times I've asked, where were they going to? And did their dreams ever come true? They were burning daylight. On and on we go. Where we're stopped and nobody knows we're burning daylight. Only thing I know, got to live each moment even though we're burning daylight. That's the first time anywhere for this song.
Yeah, Scott. Well, hey, man, you earned bonus points by dropping your pick like during the first part of that song and just keep going. So I hope your fingers aren't bleeding up here. But
no, it wasn't. The pick wasn't working, so I
okay.
switched it up.
That was on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so are you doing like open tuning there? Is that what's going on?
It's a D with an F sharp where the G usually is.
Okay. I'm not a super duper guitar player, but I recognized that you were doing something there. I really liked your the way that the way you were playing allowed sort of the strings to ring really good, and I liked it. I liked your chord selection with that song, and it really worked well with sort of the vibe you were trying to set up with that song. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I think, I'm a Cali Texan. I've spent half my life in California where I was born, and I've spent the other half here in Texas, in the hill country and in the panhandle. And I've been back here from LA. I've been back here for about 10 years now.
Okay.
And I'm producing in my home studio, and
nice.
with my friends down in Wimberley. I like to produce and I like to arrange, and I write a little bit too.
Okay, sweet. What's the name of the studio you work out of Wimberley?
Well, my friend's studio is called Mike's Side Manor because somebody said, you have good Mike's Side Manor.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I've
he's
never
down
heard
in
that.
Wimberley.
That's a good producer jargon, yeah. Sweet. Awesome. Well, let me turn it over to the panel here and see if they have any ideas about your song. Silas Lowe.
Yeah, man. I'm a huge fan of psychedelia, so I really like that. I thought that the setting that you gave it really was nice and ethereal and vibey, and like the kind of intro lick that you do with the hammer-ons really set a nice tone.
Thank you.
So in the chorus, the round and round we go where nobody knows. That feels like something that has been used before, and I would dig into that and see if you could find something that ties back into the theme of burning daylight more. And I understand that there is like a travel component to the song, but I think you could say that same line in a more novel or personal way. And I would maybe love to see some tie-ins to that theme of burning daylight, of time, temporal passing, woven into some of the verses as well, because I think the verses really were centered in the experiences that this person is having. But I like through lines, especially like to create connective tissue between the verses and the chorus. I thought the key change on the bridge was super cool. Like it was like jarring in the right way. Like it really kind of like, again, sometimes psychedelia is like that. I also realized in this song, I bristle against technology being talked about in songs, but I think I actually really like really antiquated old technology being referenced, because like all of a sudden now it feels like Technicolor feels like the same thing as like a covered wagon. Like they're so far in the past that like I don't like talking about cell phones, for example, because that's what we all use. It feels, but so really cool work, and your performance was really nice.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
I just want to touch on that point. I'm the exact same way about technology, so I like those references sticking out. I think they work well for this, especially for the nostalgia. But I also had the thought about Burning Daylight. I wasn't sure exactly. Like, I think I know what you mean, but I felt there could have been more of a tie, because Burning Daylight, sometimes we use it as like a negative thing. Does that make sense?
Sure.
And so, but it sounds like spending all that time of your youth was very well spent. So how could we like flip it on its head and make some kind of pun out of it? I think is where I would go with it. But yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Well, I think that's some good feedback on what I think was already a really good song. So yeah, thanks for coming to the hook. And hey, before you go, I want to give you a pat. By the way, I'm going to give you a patch. Don't leave me hanging. It always makes me feel awkward. So, give it up. All right, so we're going to get number 17 up here, and then we're going to have number 11. Number 11, you're going to be next. Oh my goodness!
Hello, y'all.
All right, I'm just gonna let you play your song, and then we'll do something afterward. This is Denis O'Donnell, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
And what's the song you're going to play for us?
It's called Cold Turkey.
Cold Turkey. All
The
right.
guitar's almost a tune, but
Hey, close enough.
this time of year's got me hanging around in bars. Tall tales and lies, I can show you my scars. The booze has got me acting kinda cruel. Watch your mouth, I might point it at you too. So it's cold turkey again. Chill in the air, lots of how have you been? Well, I'm trying. Cold turkey again. I was wondering how I got this way, wishing shots would wash that pain away. Now there's a pain shooting through my feet. I can't drink or smoke. Hell, I can't even eat. So it's cold turkey again. Chill in the air, lots of how have you been? I'm trying. Cold turkey again. I'm getting older and I feel I'm breaking down. Better straighten up and fly right if I'm gonna stick around. I can take that edge off till I can't feel a thing. It helps sometimes how these holidays can sting. So it's cold turkey again. Chill in the air, lots of how have you been? I'm trying. Cold turkey again.
Wow, Dennis O'Donnell. So I got a lot to say, but first off, excellent song and excellent performance. Just, it's sort of a classic theme, right? But the intimacy that you brought to that performance and the composition, the kind of, it's probably not the right nomenclature, but not flamenco, but just sort of the plucking that you done on the guitar there, sort of created just enough texture to really draw you into the song and really accentuated what's great with your voice. And man, it's an honor to have you up on what's really your stage. So I'll just, for those who don't know, this is the owner of the Sagebrush here. I mean, he is like,
and my good buddy Marshall back over there.
Yeah, is Marshall here too?
Yeah, sure is.
Okay, hey Marshall. So,
are you gonna come sing one, Marshall?
Yeah, hey, he came up. You gotta. Yeah, and not just the owner of Sagebrush. In fact, we talked about it a little bit on the last episode, didn't we?
JT and I had a long reminiscing about you feeding us both too much whiskey and too much beer in the early afternoons of the late aughts.
Yeah, Jonathan Terrell. Yeah, he was our special guest last week, and so I'm just gonna say some stuff, and then I'm gonna ask you some stuff. But Dennis O'Donnell, Austin. Musically, I don't know that I don't know that I would be here. I don't know that any of us would be here if it wasn't for this man. And I'm not just saying that because he's putting a roof over our head and allowing us to use his stage. I mean, so he started at Hole in the Wall, just off of campus there, and he was just the bar manager. But what he created, and I'm saying this first person just so that nobody thinks he's filling us full of hot air. What he created is like the best honky-tonk scene that's here in Austin. And it eventually evolved and morphed into what is now the White Horse, and now is what is Sagebrush. And I mean, you talk to anybody in this town, and it's this guy right here. Because, it really takes someone who is just unwilling to have people tell them no and do the hard things. A couple of years ago, I wrote an in-depth story. I interviewed Denis about what it took just to open the Sagebrush, which he did in the middle of the pandemic, crazy whatever, death threats and who knows what. I mean, he could have died.
The cartel almost got us.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean,
me, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, and now you have a restaurant down in Lockhart, right? Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
My wife and I, we sold a piece of the White Horse and went to Lockhart and bought a house. And my daughter waited tables there last week for the first time, and she hosts, and I cook and plumbing and you name all of it, you know what I mean, bartending. And it's another gear. It's romantic. That town's slow. And I put on way too much work. I thought I was younger to do it, really. It kicked my ass last year. But now we're doing good, and that small town is really pretty. We had a great show. We did a jazz crawl last night. So we're some of our goals, trigger my great respect for you is that you've noticed people that were in our scene and you pulled them up. Marsh and I have kind of been the catfish in that where we're taking bets on folks. Y'all sell liquor and beer for us. And then you go and sell tickets and you don't ever play for me again. And there's a couple of those that have done that. But that's kind of the game. We catch you on your way up.
Yes.
And you've done the same. We're doing the same hustle. We're hoping that some of these people break through to this kind of weird apathy that's coming over this fucking town and puts knot in their throat or hairs raised on their arms. and not, clap when the band's over. God damn it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Clap for that.
Yeah.
That's the whole inspiration for the hook here. And I like what you and Marshall and everybody else has done in this town has been part of that inspiration is like, I like being a stepping stone for talent, and not allowing certain things to get in the way, whether it, like some people can't fill a room. And so it's like, okay, well, where are they going to get that first opportunity? And you gave so many of those. I hate to start even naming them off because there's so many. Brennan Lee, Melissa Carper, Mike and the Moon Pies, Paul Cawthon, Luke Bell, rest in peace. Just so many people that came through, first Hole in the Wall and then, now White Horse. And you've been that launching pad. You've been that stepping stone. And it can, I hear you. Like sometimes it's a little lonely doing that because it's like, hey, remember me back, the first guy that ever gave you an opportunity or first person that ever talked to you? But
this room's hard to cut your teeth.
Absolutely.
The pub, I can be more free if I see somebody that I really like, that I know they're just going to get you get paid what you get.
Sure.
And if there's 4 people, that's $40, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lily Dobbs is a girl that's young that I saw. She had a lyric that said, "The truth is never late." There was moments.
Oh man, I think she signed up. Lily Dobbs or Lily Dabs? What is her name?
Yeah,
Dabs. Yeah.
yeah.
She signed up a few weeks ago and didn't get up. But yeah, she's a great songwriter.
I don't have the chance to do that here as much.
Yeah.
So a lot of my friends and stuff that I like I called you, Silas. I think the song's name is "Wandering Father, Forgotten Son."
About a Dying Father.
About a Dying Father.
Yeah, the record was called "A Wandering Father, Forgotten Son." Yeah.
Okay, that song made me cry while I'm driving, and I just called him and was like, "Dude, thanks." Like, I don't know if they're just being sentimental, but every once in a while it's that. It's like your song really fucking. I needed to be in the fields today, and it hit me,
I think, and this is just advice, your goal as a songwriter should be to try and cause traffic accidents. If you are not
right.
endangering the lives of people on the roadways as a songwriter, then you are not doing your job correctly.
You're right.
So do either of you two have anything to say?
Please.
I only wrote down good things, and that's before I knew you owned the building, so. I really like your high register. In the very first, maybe verse or chorus, there was, when you first sang Cold Turkey, it was like just this really beautiful, pure tone. So it sounded really, really nice, and I always like to point that out. Like, that sounds good, hang on to that. I'm like a vocalist first, I guess, so I'm like always in on the vocals. And then, okay, so is this song about being alone but sober in a bar on Thanksgiving?
So like we were talking about seasonal depression.
Yeah.
I was sober 6 months last year. I fight with alcoholism.
Mm-hmm.
And the fucking holidays throw me off every time. So it was around Thanksgiving, and it's like the tie between cold turkey.
Yeah.
And having to quit.
Yeah.
Diabetes, my feet started to hurt. That kind of stuff. I was like, all right, well, I just gotta fucking quit. And even though it's the most, if you go to the doctor and you're like, hey, help, it hurts, and they give you something, liquor, that's the old way.
Yeah.
So maybe I should go to counseling. Definitely. But whatever. Like, I couldn't do it anymore. It wasn't helping.
Yeah.
And the stress is really heavy, so.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I just was going to say, like, I felt like one of the things that I think is said a lot to songwriters is like put furniture in the room. And that's how I felt. I was like, I know exactly where this person is sitting and like what it looks like, which I think is a good thing. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Silas, any thoughts?
Great performance. I think the lick is really nice. I think people often overcomplicate musical interludes in a solo performance, and I think like the little lick and then the sparse but really sunk in feel-wise instrumental section really worked really well with the song. I also really like Chill in the Air and How Have You Been's. Like, I think if you spend enough time in bars, it's that surface level, you're around a ton of people but not with anybody kind of a thing, and I think that whole show not tell was really well encapsulated there. I think I would like to see more through lines. Like I'm a huge fan of through lines, so this is like a bias I have. I would love to see more through lines with the cold turkey, setting it in a specific Thanksgiving as opposed to like a more generalized thing, and kind of referencing that in the verses a little more. I'm also generally, unless there's like a really good reason, repeating words. So in second verse you have pain away and pain in my feet, and I would get rid of the first pain and replace that with something else, because the pain in your feet is such a specific, and if you know about diabetes, it's a very powerful, poignant detail, and I think it's undercut by using pain in the line before it.
Yeah,
personally,
nice. You're right.
Well,
killer work.
yeah. Dennis O'Donnell, Austin music legend. Thanks so much for coming to the Hook. Thanks for being our host. And yeah, man.
I'm grateful for y'all.
Yeah.
This is great. Appreciate it, man.
See?
I didn't kick your stuff.
No.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
All right. So, guys, I know we went a little long there, but really wanted to give that guy his flowers and attention. We're going to try to be more succinct with our feedback as we get and try to get as many people up as we can. All right, so number 27, why don't you get ready next, and let's get number 11 up to the stage. All right, number 11. So this is Nitin, I'm saying that right? Nitin Anish. He's actually been working as our producer / wrangler for the last couple of weeks. So give it up to Nitin. He's also a superstar in the making. But what's the song you're going to play for us?
All right, I normally play a lot of pop stuff. This is still pretty pop, but it's kind of folky. It's called Dear Scarlett.
Dear Scarlett. All right. Take it away.
Sorry, my battery died earlier, so I don't know if this is in tune. I hope it's in tune. I'm gonna tell you a story of my very first love. Was a Hallmark movie with a girl from Vermont, like a snapdragon flower in a blanket of gold. When the temperature wavered, she went from the warm, said that she needed space. As her tears in my chest, there was nothing to say, so I wished her the best, dear Scarlett, sweet Scarlett. I watched her run for the hills, dear Scarlett, sweet Scarlett, on the search for something real. Burgundy Bible in the palm of her hand, she seeks for a comfort she can't understand, so her eyes start to wander to the choices she has, as she's drawn to another piano man. Yeah, she holds her new guy under our orchard tree, for old memories arise. She moved on so swiftly, dear Scarlett, sweet Scarlett, has a new man in her bed, dear Scarlett, sweet Scarlett, hoping he might help her forget. Dear Scarlett, sweet Scarlett, always running for the hills. Dear Scarlett, sweet Scarlett, I hope she finds something real.
Awesome, man. I love to gush over this guy just because he feels like he's such a star in the making. Somebody with just a bunch of money needs to come and throw it and produce this guy a record and get him where he needs to go and get away from us. But yeah, man, thanks for that. I'm actually going to turn it over to these guys and see if they have any feedback for Nitin.
I don't actually know if I have feedback. It's real. I'm like a super visual person with lyrics, so it's like really hard for me to like give any lyrical feedback because my brain can't. I don't know what's happening.
Sure.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, and that's okay. And we do request people bring lyric sheets, and I think some people have them.
Oh,
so
sick.
Hopefully, some people that show up with them. But
I do want to say I really liked your melodies. So I'm like a big melody person, and I'm always looking for like interest and difference between each section, so that you don't fall into the trap of singing the same like lick over and over again. And I think you did that really well with this. So I was like started writing so I could be like. And then I was like, oh, they're all great. I am wondering, because I have a hard time with lyrics unless I see them, is there a correlation between her name being Scarlett and the idea of a scarlet letter? Like, did she cheat on someone because she's looking for someone to fill the void? That's this part of the story I wasn't clear on.
Yeah, no, it's just her name.
Okay.
I mean, it's not her actual name because I'm not trying to get sued. But
Oh, this is real.
Yeah.
Oh, tell us more. No, I love the gossip.
y'all gonna get me in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, this is coming on YouTube.
No, yeah. There's no need to force a big deep meaning if there isn't one. I just was curious because I heard something about a bed and this Scarlett, and I was like, but just curious. Yeah.
there might be an option there, right? That might be
Yeah.
a good thing to explore. Is trying to figure out how to like. That the name is tarnished. Like, do you know what a scarlet letter is? Do you know what that? Okay. Well, like, there's what is it?
It's
novel?
a book. It's a very
book called
old
The
book.
Scarlet Letter, and it's about
The 1600s.
Hawthorne, right?
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like a classic where a woman who is what infidelis, or is it
Yeah.
witchcraft, or what is it?
No, she's labeled as being. Do what? Yeah.
Adulteress, yeah. And
Yeah.
so like they got labeled. It was like having a scarlet letter. It's kind of like a colloquialism.
But it
is
was in
what
like 1600s, so
Yeah.
like then like they'd just kill women for anything back
Right.
then. So
So she had to wear the scarlet letter on her body or on her clothing so that everybody knew that it was
man,
like
you didn't have to read this in high school.
I failed English in high school.
that's I think that's honestly I at least look at the Wikipedia of the book because I
Yeah.
think that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah,
like
I do too.
I think so I think one of the things about songwriting is like being clever is a crutch, but also it can buy you a lot of credit. And so if you can like add literary allusions to your writing and like it will give you access to a different audience or validation in a different audience than just a surface level narrative does. Not that you have to, but that's a really good idea, and you should steal it from her because it's great.
Well, also because it's called The Scarlet Letter, and you said "Dear Scarlett," like
Yep.
the opening of letter. I was like, "Damn, that's so smart." So just say that's why.
Yeah, just
Totally
lie.
why. It's totally why.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should cut this. So it'd be like, yeah, I knew about that.
So I want to disagree a teeny bit with Katrina on the melody. The differentiation between verse and chorus, phenomenal. I would love to see the verse melody tightened up a teeny bit. I feel like the movement kind of I wanted it to do more of this gradual like kind of building, and you're implying that, but it's not as concrete as I would want it, or I didn't hear it as concretely as I wanted it. And then on the choruses, the two thoughts I had, first of all, killer work. No, it's like these are all like this is such a good song and it should have a really good life. So these are all nits, not this is you're wonderful. Run for the Hills, I'm pretty anti-cliche if I can avoid that. I think there's a better way to say that. Obviously, Vermont and hills, there is a tie in there, but I think there's a way to like mention hills or to talk about her running away without saying that phrase. And then on the middle chorus, you say, help her forget. But I feel like you're the one that's trying to forget in this song, and so that felt incongruous to me. It felt like the guy wasn't helping her forget. She's already moved on in the song. Like, you're the one. So those were the two lines I would look at and figure out a way to like tackle a little differently. But great work.
Yeah. Thank you. Great work, man. Thanks for helping us out. And yeah, onward and upward.
Thank you, guys.
Really.
All right. Let me pick the next number. Number 12. Number 12, you're going to be next. Let's get number 27 up to the stage.
Look who it is.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. State your name for the public.
Taylor Graves.
Taylor Graves. Oh, my goodness.
That's her real name, too.
That is my government name.
And what's the song you're going to play for us?
It's called Ticket.
Ticket. All right. Take it away when you're ready.
I'm known for my heartbreak song, so I'll play a love song.
I'd buy a ticket to just about anywhere. Have my bags packed in 10 minutes. If it means that I'ma get to see those sometimes blue, sometimes green, looking into mine, hear you whisper all the things you do when we turn out the lights. I'd pay the ticket for driving just a little too fast. Every mile marked between you and I is worth its price in gas. I'd run on 8 and take it slow, let it roll, that's how this goes. When you finally give in and lose control, I'd take the middle of nowhere, Texas, for a red light kiss with you. AC that ain't running, in a Dodge, it ain't brand new. I take the call me when you make it. But baby, please be safe. This precious cargo in the driver's seat. You can always show up late. God only knows how far we're gonna make it. But every box I built to keep myself from breaking, well, you take it. You bought the ticket, then you got on a plane to see this girl play all the songs she loves in a bar that had no name. It was just one night and just one day. Somehow it was everything. I'd take the middle of nowhere, Texas, for a red light kiss with you. AC that ain't running, in a Dodge, it ain't brand new. I take the call me when you make it. But baby, please be safe. This precious cargo in the driver's seat. You can always show up late. God only knows how far we're gonna make it. But every box I built to keep myself from breaking, well, you take it. I'd take the middle of nowhere, Texas, for a red light kiss with you. AC that ain't running, hell, nothing beats this view. I take the call me when you make it, but baby, I'll be there soon. I'll see you in an hour, then we're standing in the same room. And God only knows how far we're gonna make it. But every box I built
to keep myself from breaking. You take it. You take it. You take it.
My voice is toast from last night.
Hey, I don't care. I don't care. Like that, you want to talk about a hook? Oh my gosh, like that's just, you got, I mean, just absolutely. I mean, that's the kind of, granted, I'm a sucker for those kind of like double meaning things.
Me too.
There's another, is Aiden Rackley out there? He had a song called Katie Did on a previous episode that did that same thing. And, you know, in some ways, I can see why someone who maybe isn't into like more sort of country-oriented songwriting may see that as cheesy, but I absolutely love it. I just think it's so clever, and it really hooks you into the song. It gets you paying attention.
Thanks.
Yeah, I actually love the texturing in your voice, and maybe it's because you're a little raspy.
It's because I sang at the Rustic Tap until 1 o'clock in the morning last night.
I loved that texturing and just like what you did with it. And we tell people all the time, this is a songwriting showcase. It's not a singing competition. We don't care, you know, but I actually loved your voice.
Thank you.
And, you know, taking so long to get to the hook, I love when songwriters create tension in songs, whether it's like you hang on the 4, the 5 before you get, just way too long before you get back to the 1. But you did it with the lyricism, like just kept going, and like you kept elongating. And then when you get to Ticket, it's just such a gratifying payoff. I mean, just like, oh man. So, and the only feedback that I was going to write is like when you sort of, I think you revisited the first verse at the end a little bit, or did you do that? Okay, I was going to be like, don't strum it the same way. Like just be really empty with your strums, like just one strum per whatever chord or something. But the way that you built it out, I was like, no, actually, that she did it exactly the right way that she should have done it. So yeah, great stuff. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, the last time I was at Sagebrush, that wasn't for this, I was on a first date, and he got arrested on the date. And Katrina and I actually wrote a song about it. Came out on Friday.
Well, I've seen something on you guys doing. Do you have a new song? Is DWI?
Yeah, it's called DUI.
DUI. Okay.
He went to jail.
Awesome.
I got the whole thing on video.
How's the relationship going?
There is no relationship. But hey, that's why we have Hinge. It's purely for the plot. But I'm just a songwriter, and
what do you mean, just a songwriter?
Well,
Come on.
I'm touring and playing with my band, and we play around a ton. I kind of took this last month pretty chill. I've had some medical stuff going on, so.
Okay. But are you based here in Austin?
Yeah, I live here in Austin. Yeah.
All right, but you tour around. You're a full-time musician.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome. Yeah. Well, when is that song coming out?
It came out on Friday.
Oh shoot! All right.
It's
awesome.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. I saw you guys promoting it.
That's
but I didn't...
actually how we became friends. Was a blind co-write.
Yeah, so you had a blind date and he got arrested, and then we had a blind date, basically. Because that's what co-writing is.
Yeah.
And then that was a little more successful.
We've been homies ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome. So what do you have? Well, what feedback would you have on this song? Do you have anything?
I don't think I have feedback per se. The only thing, and I don't know if this is feedback, I'm just gonna like say it like just something I noticed. I actually didn't understand the hook the first time around. Mm-hmm. So when you said you ticket, I was like, I don't understand that. I didn't understand that it was you tick it.
Yeah, it's a hard one to like alliterate.
I was gonna say it might speak a little bit more to not about writing at all, but just to performance, like almost overemphasize it on the first one, so that people who aren't as like tapped into understanding lyrics the first time around can get it.
When my band's playing, I typically.
Okay, yeah. There you go. I love
But you
it.
say the word ticket in the beginning, right?
Yeah, so it's about, I wrote it about, I was dating this guy and he lived, dating a guy, shock horror gossip. He lived really far away from me, and so there was a lot of like plane tickets and concert tickets and speeding tickets involved in that relationship. And then someone asked me about him, I was like, man, he just ticks every box. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and it's never been done before. That's what's cool about it, man. It's really clever. Silas Lowe.
Yeah, I mean, you clearly have like a high degree of craft, really, really nice. I like the color tones in the chords a lot. I'm a huge fan of through lines. I thought the second verse was the strongest of the verse. I thought it like hit the target of the song the strongest. It was like the most dedicated to like circling around the orbit of the ticket idea. And I would want to tighten up 1 and 3 a little bit, like to hit that target more tightly, in the fashion that the second verse did. I loved the change of the chorus on the last chorus. I think that really moves the story forward. And maybe I would like try and, again, a little more connective tissue to the chorus earlier to the central theme of the tickets. Because the first half of the chorus is really, like, all of the writing is really good. Sometimes it felt like they were like 2 different songs in a way. And I think really small tweaks could really like just kind of suck it all in together. But again, super high craft. Every line in the song really, really crushed and really worked. You're really good at this. And
Thank you.
just small edit stuff and great work.
Yeah, great stuff. I'm going to give you a strong silver patch, and then I'm also going to give you a Malibu fanny pack, see-through fanny pack.
Pink is really Taylor's color. This is the most color I've ever seen her wear.
Give it up for Taylor Grace. So we got, there's been a box of those Malibu fanny packs sitting up front for like a month. And I was like, what is going on with these things? And so they were like, hey, you can just give them away. So if you do extra special, I'm going to give you a Malibu hot pink fanny pack. So that's an extra incentive. All right, so
This week's episode is it's the pack, not the hook.
yeah, there you go. Okay, so number 9, you're going to be next. Number 9, get ready. And I believe this is number 12. All right, number 12. What's your name, sir?
All right. Hey, my name is Scot Harley Crawford.
Scott Harley Crawford.
Yes,
okay.
sir. Yes,
and what's
sir.
the song you're going to play for us?
And this song is called I Just Want to Be Loved.
I Just Want to Be Loved.
Yes.
All right, take it away.
All right. Just want to be loved. Not by you, but by someone new enough. Make me feel like my own free will's not a block. Oh, I want to be loved. Just wanna feel truth. Like I'm alone and I call home from a telephone booth. If they still use those, man, I don't know what's the use. 'Cause truth ain't all I want. I wanna be loved. Oh, I wanna be loved. Yeah, oh, I wanna be. Really want to be loved. Just wanna be touched. Just a little bit, no, not too much. Want it now, but somehow there's no rush. Touching all I want, no. Yeah. Just wanna be kissed when I'm gone. want to be missed. It's got to be something much more than this. A kiss ain't all I want. I wanna be loved. Oh, oh, I wanna be loved. Yeah, oh, I wanna be, really want to be. Yeah, I wanna be, no one to be. I wanna be loved.
All right.
Yeah, man, I like it. I like it. It's
Thank you.
that kind of it put me in sort of like 80s vibes, like an 80s kind of anthemic, like almost like a one-hit like rocker, you know, that just came out of nowhere and you're just kind of into it. I mean, I really would love to hear that song like in front of a band or like with production, you know, like but it just it really went for it, man. Good stuff.
Definitely.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, yeah, my name is Scot, Harley Crawford. I'm originally from Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay.
I grew up playing in the stockyards of Fort Worth. I was a rocker, but then, you know, they kind of force you to play some country up there. I moved down here right after COVID to kind of take care of my father. Unfortunately, he passed away in October, or else he would be here right now and cheering me on, being the loudest in the room. But, you know, that's about it, yeah. I just got broken up with 2 weeks ago, so now I'm out of my cave and back playing music, and it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. Meeting some cool guys and having a good time. So.
Well, sometimes breakups are, you know, good opportunities to sort of like start working those old songwriter muscles, you know?
Definitely.
Put those emotions to song, right?
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
So, yeah, man. So what do you do for, are you a full-time musician? What do you do for...
No, you know, I work for a liquor company. So I work for, you know, like Crown Royal and like Diageo, which is, you know, Tanqueray. So I, you know, slang the drinks. I slang some liquor for a living. But that's what you know, before COVID, I played music every week in the stockyards. And then once COVID hit, that just kind of took it away. And I thought I'd focus on my career and, you know, eventually I found out I just wasn't happy. Something was missing, and then started playing music again, and I've got a little bit of happiness back, and now I'm going to therapy. So we're going to figure out what's going on, you know. So I'm excited, you know. I'm excited about the future. So.
Well, this is kind of like therapy too, right? I mean,
we're here at therapy, everybody, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Katrina, you look like you have something to say.
I have a lot to say.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so I thought that the form of this song was going to be AABA because you have basically just A sections and then it sort of deviates. But the B is really more of a tag. So that's not as much feedback as it is just letting you know that there isn't a chorus to me. It's just A's and then you're tagging I want to be loved or what have you. It is good to have that difference in, like, you know, it's like melodic difference or chordal difference. But I think there's opportunity to have a real chorus there instead and to expand the song. The other thing I wanted to say, this is a lyrical thing that I did catch. Thank God my brain is turned on. In this, I think it was the second one, the want to be touched verse. Maybe it was the third, I don't know. You said you wanted to be touched but not too much. And that no rush. But then when you talked about kissing, you said there's got to be more than this, kissing all I want. So for me, that was like, which is it? Do you want love so badly that you need it and you need all of it? Or are you like, you could like kind of touch me, but it's fine, not too much. Like, because to me, those are two completely different like feelings, especially when you're talking about passion, whether it's like physical, you know, being with someone physically in that sense, or even just the idea of needing someone for your own loneliness and psyche. So I would say you could refine one of those and make it go either direction. I think a the obvious direction I think is to be like, I just can't get enough of, I need something and I need that. And so to change the touched verse to be a little bit more like the kissing verse. That's my feedback.
Good feedback. Good feedback.
Yes.
Yeah, I think going hyperbolistic is always easier and more effective for the listener. So like picking a lane and just really committing to it, I think that's absolutely great feedback. I really like the melodic attack on the front end of the tag hook part of it. I think that's really effective. It draws you in. It's really classic sounding. I like the simplicity of the song. It almost feels like a blues song in a way, even though the feel and the structure isn't necessarily a blues song. I like that simplicity, and I really like the opening. Like, I want to be loved but not by you. Like whether the person is serious or not. Like I like that it inverts there's a kind of a fuck you to it, and I like that. I guess touch much that struck me too. I like we were talking about committing to a lane. I also like rhyming is like really important in songs. Sometimes rhymes can feel too on the nose to me, and that touch much felt too on the nose. Like it felt like those were rhyming words as opposed to words that like landed comfortably in the song for me. Yeah, and I think because of the simplicity, I would maybe double up. If you do end up building up more of a chorus structure, I would maybe double up a couple of the verses at the front end, so you've got like a 2-verse and then into the chorus, because that chorus is so big. It'll shorten the song. It'll leave room for an instrumental, because I think because of the simplicity, if you have chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, and then an instrumental somewhere in there, the song will get pretty lengthy. And with the simplicity, I think that could inhibit engagement at a certain point. So great work, killer singing, great feel. It feels really honest. It feels like you believe the character. So good work.
All right, thank
Yeah,
you
man.
guys.
I think I think it's really good stuff, and I'm going to give you a silver patch. And because it reminded me of the '80s, I'm going to give you a hot pink Malibu see-through fanny pack.
Oh my God! Thank you.
Oh, you do?
Yes, thank you.
He works for Malibu. He works for Crown. Hey, tell them they need to sponsor the hook. We need some sponsors
Gotta
up
sponsor
here.
Diageo. Let's get at him, okay? Come on.
Yeah,
sponsor
let's
the
do
hook.
that. We need
All right.
we need some hook sponsors.
Thank you guys for the feedback. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah. Thanks for playing, man.
I will, a la Wayne's World, wear all liquor company apparel at the hook if we get a sponsorship. I wear Malibu gear from head to toe.
All right, number 10, get ready. And also, Moose, if you want to get ready after this person, we're going to... all right, T.D. Stevens is back, and he's got lyrics for us. Awesome. All right, so what's the song you're...
This is called Short Sands. I wrote it this week in hopes to play for y'all today.
Oh, shoot. All right, it's fresh out of the oven.
Fresh out of the oven.
I am curious about the color coding of the diamonds or the arrows on the side too. I'm really excited to see what that means, because it's the same for all of us.
As the family story goes, shipwrecked up on Smuggler's Cove, paddled out into small boats, reclaimed the wood and built a home. Granddad's cottage still stands like the spring of 24. Cabinets underneath the stairway held every thread he'd ever wore. Cape Falcon saddle back, where the old growth meets the sand. Pack the boys, find your path, surf the tide with no demands. Then we rolled down wheelbarrows, drove our stakes into the land. Ancient wisdom humming carols, rustling branches with her hand. Lager cider filled our bottles. Hey. Sea-soaked denim cuffed our ankles. We'd stay for days. We live simple. Not a worry in the world. Cape Falcon saddleback, where the old growth meets the sand. Pack the boys, find your path. Surf the tide with no demands. Take me back. Let's kick back. On the trail to short sands. Trail to short sands. Short sands. Thank you.
All right, T.D. Stevens. So I happen to know that you grew up on the coast of Oregon.
Yeah.
And man, this song just like puts you right there geographically. If you've ever been to the coast of Oregon or you ever get a chance to go to the coast of Oregon, and if you've ever been to the coast of Maine, think of the coast of Maine just like on acid or something. Like it's incredible. The rock formations, just so much of the stuff, you're talking about the old growth, the old growth forest that kind of meets the water. So really put me right in that place. And you can tell it's very, very, very personal song. Is it kind of autobiographical to your family or?
Yeah. I mean, as the family story goes, there was the Glen Estlin shipwreck in Manzanita in 1913, just south of the Neocani Mountain. Well, my grandpa, when he was a kid, they took their boats, they paddled out there, they salvaged all the wood and specifically the cabinetry and finished out the cottage out there. And Oswald West State Park became kind of a very, prized, possession of Oregonians out there. It used to be a state park. We'd put all of our stuff in our wheelbarrows and cart it down. We'd stay there for days or weeks, and really tight little surfing community out there. They closed the campground because a tree actually fell. My brother and I were there the day it fell down, and just too much traffic and damages to the roots, so they closed that part off. But it's still very much there, and highly recommend visiting.
Yeah, sweet, man. I mean, my only concern about it, I guess my only feedback is like, is it so sort of like specific? Like how does this song appeal to other people?
Yeah.
But I don't know that I can say that as a criticism of the song. It's more just sort of an observation. But Katrina, you look like you got something to say.
I actually wrote down some feedback about that. These second two verses, I didn't understand at all until you just mentioned that. So what I would say is, my original feedback was edit the storyline and rearrange some verses, because I thought you were saying a shipwrecked, and now we're jumping to me in the present saying Grandpa's cabin still stands. And then in the third and fourth verses, I thought that was the original people settling it. So I didn't, even reading them, fully get that. So I think that's obviously not the case, but I think that you can make hyper-specific songs still not necessarily relatable but interesting if you can tweak the words enough to we understand that there's a very specific storyline. Because I think these second two are too broad that I didn't understand it was you camping now. I thought that was you settling the land in 1913 or whatever.
Both.
So,
Yeah.
but they don't, yeah. So I would say some editing there would help it be like, I don't need to relate to the story, but it's like I want to sit there and have someone tell me a bedtime story. That's when you think of story songs, for me, that's what I want to hear in it.
Yeah. Silas?
And I think this is similar feedback to like the feedback you got last week a little bit. I think, well, first of all, I think this could really crush in like a Neil Young Crazy Horse kind of a setting. Like the way I heard it was like this very like kind of psychedelic garage rock kind of thing, and I think that would help some of the ethereal implied nature land well. But I agree with Katrina. I think stepping back and thinking about like the assumptions you're making about the listener's context would be helpful in this in this song. Can I get just like super nerdy for a second, or what I think is nerdy?
Go,
All right.
knock it out.
So generally
Here we go.
speaking, in Western music, you've got the major scale, and then there are color tones in the major scale, like a flat third and a flat seven, and these create tension, right? So like. This is how like you, and then when you move to like a pentatonic scale, it's like you're making it sparser, and so rhymes to me feel like straight rhymes feel like the major scale. It's just consonant. It feels good. It's correct. And then these vowel rhymes and slant rhymes, those feel like blue notes. They feel like things that create tension. And I loved in the first verse that you have this commitment to these vowel rhymes. And then even in the chorus, you've got this commitment to these vowel rhymes. And I love that because I think what it does is it just creates this beautiful tension. It doesn't lock you into something that feels sing-songy. It lets it breathe like your storytelling does. But then you don't commit to that, and like you on verse 3 you have like a straight rhymes without the internal rhymes, and I love like bottles, ankles, simple, like those are such cool implied rhymes that create this really great expansive tension. But then you sort of drop it, not a care in the world, and that could really work if it was the only time you dropped the form. Like I think that could be great, but I would go back and really commit to that vowel rhyme form. It's not easy. It takes work. It's harder to do because it's a lot of that. One other real nitpicky thing, and I apologize for y'all bearing with me here. You've got like an ands thing in verse 2 and then an ands thing in verse 3. I don't love reusing rhyme schemes in just 2 verses, so I would maybe try and switch that out. I don't know. That's way less important. I would really double down on this internal rhyme scheme or internal rhymes that you've got, like vowel rhyme, end rhyme, because I think that would make the song land better for me.
Yeah, man, this feels like a really personal song. I felt that, and since The Goonies was a big '80s movie, and it was filmed out on the Oregon coast, not only am I going to give you a patch, I'm going to give you a hot pink Malibu see-through fanny pack. Congratulations.
I was in Manzanita 2 weeks ago, and your song took me there immediately.
All righty. So let me see. 19, you're going to be next. 19, get ready. And let's get Moose and some other folks up here. So, a lot of when we're talking, we talk about mental health and how that sort of interacts with songs and songwriting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have our music community is a very neurodivergent community anyway, and apply all the other pressures that go on that. And by the way, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm John Moose Dismukes. I'm the vice president with Austin, Texas Musicians. If you're a professional musician and you're not familiar with us, please come by and see me at the table, and we'll talk a little bit more about that because I want to inform you about all the wonderful possibilities out there. But today I want to talk to you all just real quickly about 2 fraternal organizations that we work with here in Austin, and that is HAM and SIMS. How many people here are familiar with HAM? Awesome. How many people are not? Okay, good. I don't have to explain HAM to you guys. Awesome, y'all know it. And then SIMS. How many people are familiar with SIMS? All right, if you're not familiar with SIMS, I got my buddy over here. This is Sterling Cabinet. He's an awesome musician. Hopefully get to play today. But yeah, talk a little bit about SIMS.
Hi, yeah, my name is Sterling. I volunteer with Sims quite frequently, and they're basically an organization that helps connect mental health services to musicians here in Austin. So if you are a musician, if you have recorded pieces of music, if you gig regularly, you are probably able to qualify to receive this help, which I know we've talked a lot about therapy. I'm an avid therapy goer as well, so it's a really vital resource for us. And they also provide help for anybody who's dealing with substance abuse issues or might possibly need rehab or help in that area. They provide Narcan for anybody who might be overdosing or is a potential overdosee. So they do really good work, and they're really important to our community. So we're really thankful to have them and to work with them. So thank you.
Yeah, give it up for these guys.
And one more quick plug just for ATX musicians. If you're not familiar with us, we do a night shift once a month, the first Tuesday every month. We have one coming up here at Hotel Vegas on September 1st from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. There is an open mic as well, too, so y'all feel free to come out and check out ATX musicians.
Yeah. Great organizations, guys. And yeah, they're doing a lot of great stuff. And all right, so let's get number 10 up to the stage. All right. Number 10, what's your name, sir?
Jimmy Pizzitola.
Jimmy Pizzitola?
Yeah.
All right. And what's the song you're going to play for us?
That's a good question. I think I'm going to play a song called A Cat Named Steve.
A Cat Named Steve?
Yeah.
Okay. Take it away when you're ready.
Well, it was the rain that made me wish I'd had a cat to pet. Well, I'd listen to him purr. He'd sprawl across my chest. Well, I'd stare into his eyes, swear he knows each thought I think. He'd run behind me to the kitchen. We'd share some potted meat. Well, I'd show him all my picture frames with stock pictures still inside. Well, I think of them as friends, though few still have their price. He'd lick his chops and beg for seconds, 'cause he knows that I'll give in. When night falls, we'd watch a movie on the couch, just me and him. Me and Steve, pardon me, Steve and I. We always would see eye to eye. He has his ways, forgives me mine. No old flame will come between Steve and I. When we tired of the violence and all the sex scene cliches, well, I'd flip on the AM just to see what art would say. Yeah, he never did admit it, and I know that he weren't dumb. But I can't blame him for every time I face it, teardrops come. For me and Steve, Steve and I, we always would see eye to eye. He has his way with me and mine, but all the years won't come between Steve and I. Well, he was always one to wander, and I feared it couldn't last. And I should have seen it coming, 'cause the neighbors fed him canned. Still, it broke me up the morning I woke to find he'd gone away. So I just printed out a picture, slipped it in a dusty frame. Me and Steve and I, we always saw slit eye to eye. He's gone his way, left me behind. Now the room don't seem the same with him there inside that frame, and dusty glass between Steve and I. Yeah, I used to like the rain. I fear it was the name that finally came between Steve and I.
Jimmy, you won me over, man. When that song first started, and just the fact that you were kind of like aloof, or like, what am I playing? I'm like, man, you should know that before you get up on stage. And then, like, as that song just went on and on, I'm like, this is badass, dude. I mean, what a cool song. And like, naming your cat Steve, like, you know, I had a friend one time that named his dog Brad, just because it was like the most non-dog thing to name a dog is Brad. So yeah, man, just really cool, like humorous, but then touching and really meaningful. Like I almost wanted to like tear up a little bit. I don't even like cats. So I was like,
You're dead to me. You're dead to me, Trigger.
Well, yeah, I know Max, our cameraman, is also a big cat fan. I might be unpopular in this room all of a sudden, but I don't have any cats, but there's cats that kind of roam the neighborhood, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of have cats. So, but great stuff, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Live in Houston, Texas. Now kind of was playing music, of course, like everybody, probably a lot more before COVID. COVID hit, kind of had to get a job. And now I'm still, playing. I host a Tuesday night songwriter thing at the oldest bar in Houston called La Carafe downtown. Started that a few months ago, where I've place where some songwriters can make a little extra cash on a Tuesday night. Figure it's free money on a Tuesday, and it's been going really well. And so.
And what was the name of the place?
It's called La Carafe, like a carafe of wine.
La Carafe. Okay, I think I've heard of that. Yeah. Where is it located?
It's on Market Square in Houston.
Okay, and you host that? So what are you doing?
In fact, Denis played there, and he's going to play there at the end of September.
Okay, sweet. Awesome.
But so mainly I just kind of play Houston. I'll go to Galveston every now and then.
Gotcha. What brought you to Austin?
My daughter's here in school.
Okay.
So I came to see her and just do this and get out of town a bit,
Sweet. Well, I'm going to turn it over to them because we want to keep on time here. Katrina's got all kinds of things to say over there.
The chorus, when you made me laugh so hard, when you stopped and said, "Excuse me, Steve and I," was so funny, and it totally won me over. I loved the chorus. My only feedback is your very first verse when you started wasn't fully rhyming. So at first I was like I wish I had a cat, man. Something laying across my chest, and I was like, you could have said lap though, which is where a cat used to, you know what I mean? And then like the potted meat, I just keep that because that's hilarious. Yep. I don't even know what potted meat is.
Sling blade reference there.
Okay, I don't know. I don't even know what that is.
It was something else originally. I forget.
But I all that to say, I loved it, and then it like started rhyming, and like the chorus was hilarious. So I loved all of that. That was just my only feedback. Is at first I was like, "Where's the couplet?" I guess, or you know what I'm saying.
Yes, to all of that. The performative part of it, of the joke at the first chorus, amazing. I thought you had messed up. and you got me awesome. I think you mentioned picture frame earlier in the song in the first verse. I wouldn't do that. I think keeping picture frame, I'm a cat person. I have a gag where anytime somebody shows me baby pictures, I start showing them pictures of my cat because I think fair play is turnaround or whatever they say. The Meow Mix thing is great. You mentioned seeing each other eye to eye early on as well. I would just keep all of that stuff in isolation. So I wouldn't repeat those themes. The song is long-ish, and so because it's long-ish, if you're going, don't repeat things. Just make sure you're like
move it forward.
Yeah, like keep the details all idiosyncratic and unique to their section. But great work, ton of craft, and I think we need more songs about cats.
Thank you.
Man, yeah, really great stuff. Really great stuff. Here, I'm going to give you a silver patch. Don't get out. All right, so Owen, do you want to get ready? And as Owen gets ready, let's get number 19 to the stage. Oh, all right.
Hi.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, state your name for the people.
My name's Kat.
Kat.
Yeah.
All right. And what song are you going to play for us, Kat?
This is called Nosebleeds. Oh, I have lyrics for you.
Yay!
Oh, sweet. Sweet. All right. All right. Take it away when you're ready.
I play the worst case so I can look myself in the face. After I dodge that bullet again, he was so great, gave me everything that I need, until he didn't. In the nosebleeds, if you can stay on the side of blood, you can stay safe above. In the nosebleeds, I should tell you I wasn't always this way. I used to be down on the field, but I was younger, didn't have as much to lose, and love was real. But in the nosebleeds, if you can stay on the side of blood, you can stay. See, when it isn't love, in the nosebleeds, one, two, three, four, coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, coming down. From the nosebleeds, if you can stay on the side of blood, you can see when enough's enough of the nosebleeds.
Kat, so beautiful, so beautiful. Have you posted this song online before? Where have I heard it before? Okay, that you posted a video of this, and I saw it before, and it stunned me then, and it stuns me now. Really great intimate performance. Yeah, awesome stuff. And so the nose. Let me just ask you a question, because so the nosebleeds obviously is like the reference to being kind of up in a stadium or somewhere in the cheap
Yeah.
seats, so to speak, and then but you're tying it into this love story.
Yeah.
So I mean, is this autobiographical? Or,
It always is.
Okay,
Always.
gotcha.
It's about like, I too just got broken up with whoever.
Oh goodness.
Woo woo.
Hey, that's what Sundays are for at Sagebrush, man. Come, get your heart broke, come,
and heal.
you'll be family here.
But it's about kind of like after that retreating up there where you can see everything and you
Yeah.
feel safe. But I don't want to live my life that way. I want to be down on the field, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it's about.
Yeah, that's great stuff. I'm gonna, because we want to be quick with time, so I'm gonna
Straight
turn it
to
off
it.
to these people. But I want to say, so you've got a podcast where you interview Austin musicians and such, and you've got one with Katrina Cain,
I do. Yeah.
and it's like got like 1 million views on YouTube, doesn't it?
Yeah, my live show. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so like there's a kismet or something here. So, I mean, yeah, it was really cool. So anyway,
Yeah, a pleasure to be on that podcast for sure. You're still doing it, right?
I'm on a little break right
Okay.
now. Yeah, but it'll come back, I'm sure.
but it's a really cool thing. Yeah.
Super cool. I really like it. I could hear like a cool, like it had a 90s vibe to me. Like I could hear like, I feel like if the tempo was a little picked up, like kind of a Weezer vibe to it or something like
cool.
that.
Yeah.
So my critique would be, you don't really rhyme in the song, and so I would get rid of case and face because it feels like a rhyme, and it like sets the song up differently than the rest of than it is, and like so. Like I'm a huge fan of consistency, and so since you're not rhyming, like don't rhyme. Like just like I would say, commit to that would be like was my thing. Also, again, it feels like a rhyme as opposed to like something that naturally flew out of the story or of the character's mouth. I love the line when love was real. Like I just think that's like this person has lost their naivete. I think that's just a really cool, beautiful sentiment. I like that the second to last line of each chorus is like feels like this character's evolution, and I really like that quite a bit. I think this is just true. Like I think you have a killer voice. I think this song is really neat. I think, and this is just true for all of us, but like metronome work so that the feel has more lift is just such. And I think I say this almost every week but it's just true. Metronomes are your friend. They hurt in the beginning. They're cruel. They're mean-spirited. But what they will do is they will move you to a place where you can perform in a more three-dimensional way. Yeah. And your writing and your voice are good enough that they deserve that landscape to live on.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, Silas mentioned 90s. I do have some more fanny packs behind me,
I
so
am
I'm
Gen
going to
X,
give you a
so
silver
give me
patch
that.
and a fanny pack.
Nice.
Give it up for Kat, ladies and gentlemen.
Can I pet that dog afterwards? Whose dog is that?
Pet that dog! Pet that dog!
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So our next performer we're going to get up is a gold patch winner, which having a gold patch means you can come play anytime. This guy absolutely knocked our socks off last week. Just not a dry eye in the house. Would you please welcome to the stage Owen Salerno.
Hello.
All right, what's the song you're going to play for us, Owen?
I wanted to play something real different than what I did last week, so this is another older one. It's called Indigo.
All right, take it away.
All right. Indigo, can you hear me screaming? Did it make you cry when my loving ceased? Indigo, all my thoughts assail me. Can't you see I'm sleeping? Please don't wake me now. I'm all out of breath. Indigo, did you ever need me? How I needed you, holding all you left. Suicidal beauty, can you say that you loved it when you led to its death? Indigo, could you feel me bleeding? Would you get a sense when you'd hold my hand? Indigo, what is it you're seeking? I will try my best to understand. I'll do my best to shape it and make something from nothing, but it returns to the sand. Indigo, will you ever leave me? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. If you ever loved me, you'll leave me alone. You'll leave me alone. Indigo. Thank you.
Owen, man. Silas over here, I don't know. He's falling apart. I'm gonna have to turn it over to him. But real quick, one thing that I didn't know last time when you performed is you're only 19 years old. Is that correct? I mean, like so
correct.
advanced
Thank you very
for that
much.
age, and your guitar playing specifically, like so delicate, so technical. Just great stuff. And the chord play you had in that, it was really good. I mean, my only piece of feedback, now normally what we say is once you earn the gold patch, we don't give feedback. But I think because you're so young and because we want to see you develop here, I think we are going to if we have time, we're going to give you a little bit of feedback. And my only feedback would be, and it's still a small little thing, is like, I wanted a little bit more dynamics in that song. Find somewhere to just add a little more texturing to it to keep me engrossed. But otherwise, excellent stuff. Silas or Katrina, what do you got?
I just can't wait to hear this stuff on records, man. I can't wait to hear this produced well. And I didn't take notes because I didn't expect to give feedback. But everything Trigger said, this just sounds like something from the 60s, late 50s, 60s, when people were writing just these sophisticated classic songs and didn't underestimate their audience. This is smart music that is emotionally driven, and gross. You should not be this good at 19.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no real feedback from me. I wanted to say that I felt a vibe somewhat like Elliott Smith and somewhat like Danny Elfman, actually.
Those were both huge inspirations.
Really? So, like, there were parts that sound like, I think, Sally's song from Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's exactly what it was.
Like, but it's beautiful. It works so, so well. So I love that. Keep going. I will actually just piggyback on the feedback. I was a voice teacher for a long time, so that's the only reason why I'm going to, like, talk about voice right now. If you can, have you ever had voice lessons?
I haven't, no.
If you could take some specifically to make sure that you understand like breath support, because you have a beautiful, beautiful voice, and I agree about the dynamic part, and I think you probably have a very extensive range and a beautiful high range, but we can't hear it because you're not supporting it with breath. You whisper sing. Mm-hmm. So if you can, and it doesn't mean you have to belt like I was up there just like screaming my head off. You don't have to do that. But if you can support it a little more, you'll really find these beautiful colors in your voice. So I recommend doing that because you're good, not because you're bad.
Yeah. Great stuff, man. I just, I said it at the beginning of the show, and I'll say it again. At some point, somebody who comes up on this stage is going to blow up huge, and then people are going to look back at the hook and say, yeah, I first saw them here.
Thank you, Trigger. That's so nice. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx anything, and I don't want to puff anybody up too big, because it's so hard these days. It's so hard, but you've got the stuff, man. You've got the stuff, and you got it early on. I can't give you 2 gold patches, but you know what I do have? I have a pink iridescent see-through Malibu fanny pack for you. Congratulations. All right, guys, I just want to first apologize. I know there's a lot of people out here, some great songwriters that unfortunately we're just going to run out of time. We're not going to get to them today. We had a ton of signups today. Nobody feels worse or loses more sleep from the fact that we can't get people on the stage. That's the whole point of this, is to break down barriers. But we only have 2 hours on stage, and as Silas and Katrina will attest, we're up here, we get exhausted by the end because we're having to so intently listen to lyrics, and so 2 hours by the end we're sapped. So, but we really appreciate you coming out. We hope you come back. Please stick around afterwards. I want to meet every one of you guys. And to take us out, we've got another gold patch winner. You want to get up to the stage? All right, so this guy, he's a burgeoning Austin legend. His band's named Sachin and the Porch.
That's right.
That's right, yeah. What song are you going to play for us?
The song is called 7 Feet of Snow in North Dakota.
7 Feet of Snow in North Dakota. All right, take it away.
7 feet of snow in North Dakota. The weather sure was rough. Pink snow coat on your hunched up shoulders. When did you get so tough? I can see it in my mind's eye now. Red lips and rosy cheeks. I know by now you're all grown up, but you're still young on my phone screen. I guess you didn't get my message. I guess you didn't get my calls. And I don't hold it against you, darling, if you don't want to talk to me at all. But I saw that it's your birthday. How's my little girl 16? You know, baby, if I could go back, I'd change everything. "7 feet of snow in North Dakota. I was drinking like a fool. I was stuck missing your mom like hell. I guess that I still do. And I know that ain't no excuse for the shit I know I did. I was off the deep end, baby, and you were just a kid. I guess you didn't get my message. I guess you didn't get my calls. And I don't hold it against you, darling, if you don't want to talk to me at all. But I saw you graduating. I wish your mama could see. And you know, baby, if I could go back, I'd change everything. Well, I got 4 whole bronze chips, baby, and I thought you should know. Joseph said you're doing fine when we spoke on the phone. Jesse, girl, if there's one thing I'd kill to have you here. I love you, I'm sorry, and I wish I could be there. I guess you didn't get my message. Guess you didn't get my call. And I don't hold it against you, darling, if you don't want to talk to me at all. But I saw you getting married. I hope he's nothing like me. And you know, baby, if I could go back, I'd change everything.
Thanks.
Give it up for Sachin and the Porch guy. That's another gold hook song, gold patch song. Here you go, Panty Pack. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. Thanks to Dennis O'Donnell, who played and is in the room. Marsha McCone, who's also out there. Chase and Wayne. Max on the camera. Winston on sound. Alex behind the bar. Sponsors Ear Trumpet Labs, who gives us this great sound. Keystone Artists Connect. The Willie Bus. JWA Media. Mule Kick Productions. Kyle Ponder, who's working the door today.
Yep.
And my co-host, Silas Lowe. And
I am lovely.
How loud can this place get for Katrina Cain, ladies and gentlemen? We'll see you next week. Thank you so much.